So this weekend we went back to a place that I'd been before, Svatý Hostýn. I wrote about it in Chasing the Shaman. It's a hill in Moravia and a place of special devotion to Mary these days. It's off to the east of Brno by Kroměříž, and it sits on the top of a hill. The story goes that during the raid of the Tartars in the 13th century, people who were seeking asylum here lacked water, and they prayed to Mary for help. It's said that a stream of water came out of the ground and a powerful storm forced the Tartars to retreat. It's also a very ancient site. It was once a Celtic fortress or a settlement of some kind, and the first mention of Hostýn dates back to the middle of the 16th century when it was known as Hostýn. Well, archaeological work has confirmed that the site is far more ancient and had been a Celtic settlement around approximately 200 years BC. There was always a natural spring at Hostýn, and this may have been part of the reason why they chose to build the settlement on its peak. Inside, the church is very beautiful and filled with stunning, grounding earth energy, which is not surprising because it is on the vortex of the Templar line, with both lines crossing in the middle of the church. The church even seems to be designed to cater for the two lines in the shape of a cross, with the two lines coming in at 90 degrees. It has reference to the miracle of Mary, who appears as a lunar goddess, it would seem. And in fact, the fact that it's a vortex seems hinted to in this artwork on the ceiling. One of the things that first interested me and puzzled me about Hostýn was the strange imagery of what appears at first sight to be the baby Jesus and the Virgin Mary. In fact, closer inspection suggests that the Virgin Mary is a lunar goddess, and baby Jesus is none other than Perun, Slavic god of the skies, god of thunder, god of lightning, and is shown in all of the imagery at this site, pushing down lightning, a lightning bolt. This is not something you would normally associate with Christian symbolism. I developed a theory that while the aristocracy at the time of the supposed miracle were certainly Christian, the regular folk were not, and they attributed this miracle to the Slavic god Perun. I think the church is playing a little lip service to Perun and the lunar goddess. The energy line runs down this hill and straight through that structure there towards that windmill that you can see spinning in the distance, one of the energy lines. It's 90 paces wide. And the stations of the cross, two sets, one more modern than the other, are built on each side of that energy line. The other energy line comes in at 90 degrees. Being situated on the top of the hill, there is absolutely stunning scenery. And here we're looking down the energy line through that building into the church and out of the other side. Below the church is a water temple and the spring itself. It was actually tough to get to in the snow, quite slippery, didn't really have the footwear for it, but we went down there anyway and found that the Vodny temple lies in the other 90 pace wide line. You approach it down these steps and then around the corner, down some more steps, and there is a small chapel built there on the edge of the 90 pace thick earth energy line. The chapel, built next to the spring of holy water, which was believed by the locals to possess a healing effect, led to the nickname Moravian Lords for Hostýn. Even while we were there, people were collecting bottles of the water, and it is a major site of pilgrimage, both for the earth energies in the church at the top, and also for the healing properties of the well below. Inside the chapel is the same sort of imagery, with Mary standing upon a lunar crescent, holding a baby Jesus, throwing a lightning bolt down. In Slavic terms, Divana or Mokosh is the lunar goddess, and Perun is the god of the skies and the god of lightning. An obscure webpage that I found when researching my book, Chasing the Shaman, I think has the truth of the matter. It talks about the Tartar troops stopping under Hostýn, and then a higher power arranged a miraculous storm and floods, and the Tartar hordes were forced into a humiliating escape. The storytellers sing about the originator of the miracle, depending who they are worshipping. The remnants of the pagans, the survivors of the peaceful Christian mission, thanked Perun, while the Catholics thanked the Virgin Mary. Indeed, back in those days, the Slavic Christian church was quite happy to mix Christianity with the old Slavic pagan faith. Hostýn is often cited on Czech and other websites as a place of strong earth energies and power. And now we know why. It lies on the Templar line, and there are two very wide and powerful energy lines crossing and forming a vortex at the top of the hill. The power is discernible, particularly for me down by the spring. But we're beginning to see a pattern emerge here. This is the second site on the Templar line that involves a Marian pilgrimage site situated above a holy well with healing properties, where an apparition of the Virgin Mary was apparently seen and caused a miracle, and in reality the place was sat upon an earlier pagan site of devotion and veneration. That seems to be an emerging pattern for some of these vortexes on the Templar line. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and catch us at our website for other Earth mysteries.